So a while back I finished Demon Slayer, and my opinions on it aren't unique. I think it's an alright but extremely standard shonen that while not doing anything unique, doesn't do anything offensive either. But there's one place where I feel Demon Slayer really dropped the ball. Its main cast. Tanjiro is the standard good guy protagonist. He wants to do what's best for everyone involved and is empathetic nearly to a fault. He doesn't have any depth, but honestly that's perfectly fine. A lot of people find him to be boring or shallow, but I don't think he's bad in a vacuum. Standard, static, good protagonists like Tanjiro can work if they're surrounded by more dynamic cast members. The issue is that he isn't at all. Nezuko, depending on your perspective, can either be seen as the story's deuteragonist or the plot coupon. She's the second most important character in the narrative, but the issue is that she's mostly a non-factor. The few times she's actually in focus only serve to cement why she's so special among demons. Like one moment early on when she moves to protect Tanjiro from Giyu. Or much later when she sacrifices herself to kill Upper Moon 4, only to reveal that she's somehow immune to sunlight. Somehow. We then get to Zenitsu and Inosuke, who share the role of tri-antagonists. The reason why I'm talking about both of them together is because they have the same core issue. That they aren't important and don't really contribute anything substantial to the narrative. Zenitsu is either harassing some woman, or whining. Inosuke is either acting oblivious, or shouting. They're comic relief and they exist to contrast Tanjiro's static good guy nature, and that's basically it. I think Gotsuke realized this in the final arc, that neither of them really had that much development or importance in the story. It's here when we get the new Upper Moon 6, Kaigaku, and he exists specifically to give Zenitsu something to fight in the final arc. Before this, Zenitsu's character was either awake, loud and unproductive, or asleep, silent and efficient. To defeat Kaigaku, he turns uncharacteristically stoic and focused. We get some backstory, and some development, and soon after he beats Kaigaku in a fight that takes a couple chapters. You would think we'd get this new serious Zenitsu for the rest of the story. You would be wrong. With Inosuke, we get his never before hinted at backstory when Doma decides to explain to Inosuke how he killed his mom and changed the course of his life. But since this is his last fight in the last arc, we don't really get to see how this affects him in the long term. It's even more disappointing because Kanao's story here was simply better written, and the fight with Doma felt much more personal to her. You could write Zenitsu and Inosuke out of the story entirely if you felt like it, and simply replace their roles with Kanao and Genya, and you'd lose nothing. And the narrative would be better off for it. But I'm just one guy. Maybe I'm wrong. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. It really helps me out, and I'll see you guys next time.